It has been a really cold week for me. I've had to travel for work this past weekend, and yeah, it definitely was not fun. I had to go to Virginia to work on a Navy ship, of all places. Uh, and for the first time, this was a requirement to go over there, but I had to take a COVID test. Yeah, this is the first time I had ever done this. So I had to drive about an hour away to take this test, and they did it right from my car. And it was one of those swab tests. I've heard stories of people. I saw a video of a woman saying that it was like them pulling out her brain. I could say that it was definitely not comfortable, but it's not the worst experience I've ever been through. I mean, they had it up there for like a good 10, 15 seconds, and I was like, what are you waiting for? Pull it out! But yeah, it was not comfortable, but I've had worse. But the main reason I'm on here today is pretty much for one thing, and that's an update on the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I've been waiting to see if anyone's going to say anything about this, and now this article actually came out in November, but I've had a lot of other stuff to do. But so if you already know about this, you really don't have to worry about it. But there is one other story that is similar. But what it is that Five Nights at Freddy's is going to start filming this spring, and that's despite all the COVID mess. Scott Cawthon had revealed that they will begin filming in spring 2021, based on the video game that was made popular back in 2014, where where the players played a security guard trying to survive the night as some animatronics are trying to kill them. So, so it's been going around for a while that they were going to make a movie out of it. Bloomhouse came into the picture, but they had scrapped the screenplay a year later. Then, after a couple of years, producer Jason Blum had offered an update saying that the progress of the film was moving forward. Let's see, Colvin had shared arguably the most exciting news about the movie yet, posting on Reddit. The creator teased fans by saying that he had bad news about the Five Nights at Freddy's film. In the lengthy language, he detailed the many screenplays considered over the years, dubbing the last one the Mike screenplay. Cawthorn said about that script, it's fun, scary, and had a great central story. The bad news is that there won't be any more screenplays to add to this list since we're officially making the Mike screenplay. Then he shared the movie will begin filming it in the spring, so we could expect it sometime within the next few months. But seeing that Scott Cawthorn is working with them on this production, there may be some hope for this movie to actually be good. But there's another movie that recently came out, and it's more of a Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff. And it's called Willy's Wonderland. And of all people, guess who is starring in this movie? Nicolas Cage. So they already got a real-life cartoon character to play the part. Nicolas Cage goes up against a squad of killer animatronics that might remind audiences of Five Nights at Freddy's in Willy's Wonderland. But it's ultimately for the best that this movie is not part of the video game franchise. Nicolas Cage has already been in Mandy and Color Out of Space. The trailer shows a blend of horror and comedy with a signature visceral brutality that Cage has become known for in his horror roles. And there actually is a trailer of it right now, and I have to say, it looks cheesy. I will say that. Directed by Kevin Lewis and written by G.O. Parsons. Willy's Wonderland follows a quiet drifter who is tricked into cleaning up an abandoned family entertainment center in exchange for repairs to his car. But little does he know, however, that the building is haunted by 8 murderous animatronic mascots. From the basic description of the upcoming film, it's clear that Willy's Wonderland is definitely inspired by the popularity of Five Nights at Freddy's. However, while a Five Nights at Freddy's movie is still on the horizon, Willy's Wonderland has the freedom to do its own thing. Let's be clear. This is a Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff. And usually when Nicolas Cage is in one of the movies, the movies are more known about his over-the-top acting. Let's see. So, but the trailer is out there. I can't show it on here, obviously, for copyright reasons. But the trailer is out there if you want to take a quick look at it. But we have to wait and see where this goes. But yeah, I think this is going to be another one of those movies where it's going to be all about Nicolas Cage. It's pretty much what it's going to be. But that was pretty much the only thing that's been going on. As far as furry events, I really have not been keeping up with those because everyone's been going virtual, and I have not been getting a whole lot of information about who's doing what. We've had further confusion a couple weeks ago. I did play music for them, and it went very well. And in fact, I did manage to get I did get a video cut of the stream. I'm waiting to see what further confusion does before I do anything. I do know that someone did post their own mix up there. I think 2 did. And one of them was the DJ that went after me. I've been keeping... because at this point, my next con would be Blue Ridge Fur Fair. And they're going virtual this year. And, I do have plans on doing that one. And normally this would take place in Asheville, North Carolina. Because and I would go to this one because it is in my state, even though I have to do a 4-hour drive. And then after that, for me, would be Biggest Little Fur Con. Normally that would take place in May, but they've had to postpone their con a couple of times. First they were going to do theirs in May last year, then they had to postpone it back to Halloween. And when the COVID situation got worse, they had to postpone it again. And now it's going to take place on June 3rd. As to whether it will take place at the Grand Sierra remains to be seen. Because they did push everyone's reservations back to that particular date, as well as their registrations. So whether they're going to hold it in person, I don't know. It depends on how the situation comes when we get to the summer, which has been floating around as to around when they think everyone's going to get the vaccine. But again, that remains to be seen. I really don't know. But I'm going to keep a close eye on that. I haven't really got many other updates as far as any other major events. But I'll try to keep you posted as much as possible. But that was pretty much all I wanted to cover. And that'll be it for me. I will see you guys later.